On the path, we face many obstacles. Obstacles in regards to our relationship with ourselves, relationships with others, our relationship with God. And, many people on the path, they simply try to transcend any obstacle that's there. They look at it, they say, I'm not this, and they try to rise above and step into peace. And that's a beautiful practice. But a different kind of practice, if the obstacle comes back in a habitual manner, is to face everything and avoid nothing. If we want to be free, if we want to be masterful, we have to face everything and avoid no thing and learn from what we face. And so the things that veil our consciousness, such as anger, such as sadness, such as guilt, rage, envy, desire, they come forward to teach us something great. And so say, for example, with desire, if desire is showing up again and again, I'm going to invite you to turn and face your desire in a contemplative way, to look at this desire. Say, what is it trying to teach me? What is it trying to show me? Is it pointing out somewhere within my consciousness where I'm weak, where I'm unskillful, where I'm attached, where I'm neurotic, where I'm confused? Is there a deep hole within me like a hungry ghost? And I try to fill it, with men or women or wine or, drugs or whatever it is. Cars, money, the list goes on. Is there a place within me where I go numb and I distract myself? What is that about? So can you face the numbness and be mindful? Say, when do I become numb? Why am I becoming numb? Why am I distracting? Whenever this topic comes forward in my life, why do I always pick up my phone and get on Instagram and flip through pictures in a meaningless way? Why do I watch hours and hours of TV at night? And so these are great questions. But in order to face everything, you have to be willing to step back in a humble way and look at your life. And ask a question like, where do I avoid? Where do I check out? Where do I become unusually angry, unusually hurt, unusually sad? What are the places inside that are crying out or pining, for some girl or some guy to come and save me? Can I look at those places? Can I invoke them? Can I look at the inner child and say, hey, little buddy, what's going on? Hey, what's going on with you? Why are you hurting? Why are you aching? Why are you so fearful? And the willingness to listen, to learn. So we're listening to the desire, listening to the craving. So this is Tantra. It's the willingness to sit down and make friends with the so-called enemy. Make friends with the hurt. Make friends with the pain. Make friends with the anger. And to discover the truth, the seed of truth that is underneath this. The seed of truth that's underneath desire is there's this place within us that wants to connect deeply and be one with all of life. It's simply the ego that mistakenly projects that onto another human being in a Romeo-Juliet type of fashion. And this place within us that wants more money. What is that about? Oh, I feel disconnected from my power. And so there's a root of truth. A root of truth in every egoic desire, every egoic tendency. And when our girlfriend, our wife, our partner, or whoever tells us the same thing over and over again, can we look at them with awakened consciousness and say, I hear you. I'm going to look at this. I'm going to investigate deeply what you're telling me. I'm going to find the truth in what you're saying. My teacher used to say this thing to me so often. When in my first marriage, I would go with complaints about what she was doing, how she was treating me, how she was attacking me. My teacher would say, well, can you find a percentage of truth in what she's saying? And I put my head down and say, no, I want to be right. I want to blame her. And he'd say, no, find a percentage of truth there. Maybe she's 10% right, 20% right, 50% right, 95% right. So can you listen to your partner? You know, sometimes when you're walking out the door, your little dog will look at you. And do you ignore the dog? Do you push it aside? Are you willing to bend down and say, hey, I see you, I love you. I notice how I ignore you on my way to work or my way to do my thing. If your dog comes up and nudges your leg and you're busy lost on Instagram or Facebook or looking at the stock market, can you reach down and let life teach you? So when we face everything and avoid nothing, everything becomes our teacher. Everything becomes a teacher. And please don't misinterpret this teaching. You know, sometimes people use this as an excuse to stay in an abusive relationship. You know, if someone is being abusive, can you be awake to this? And to set a boundary, say, no, I've had enough. To schedule a counseling session, a therapy session. To talk to them directly. Say, hey, I've had enough. And so facing everything and avoiding nothing, most often it's an internal practice. But there's times when it becomes an external practice, where you're required to speak up, to speak your truth, to vocalize, to set a boundary. Sometimes facing everything and avoiding nothing means you actually pay to get yourself a massage, or you give yourself a bubble bath. You go see a chiropractor or a spiritual teacher, a counselor, whatever it is. And you get some support because you see, I'm running up against this brick wall inside. I don't know what to do. And I need some support. I need some help along the path. And so I encourage you to take this teaching seriously. What is life showing you right here and right now? Is there something that's wanting to be released? Is there something that needs to be let go? To be let go of? Is there someone you need to forgive? Is there an inner critic screaming at you? You need to make friends with the critic and invite the critic to relax. Invite the critic to transform through Tantra into the energy of discernment. So what is it for you that keeps coming forward in your meditation, slapping you in the face, saying, hey, look at me. Can you look at that directly and openly and listen with a humble heart for what the truth is that this is trying to show you?